Hello, my most amazing artists. How are you today? Hello, Prima Scholars. Today we are going to look at this amazing painting. This is a masterpiece done by an artist named Mary Cassatt. And I remember seeing this masterpiece in a board game that I used to play when I was a little girl. I had older brothers and sisters, so we would play these board games all summer long, and there was one called Masterpiece. And it had all these cards with little masterpiece paintings on them. And this was one of them. I totally remember seeing this painting from a time when I was little, and I always loved it because it made me feel like a warm kind of family feeling. When you look at Mary Cassatt's paintings, you can really sense that she understood what it meant to love her family. This one is called The Child's Bath, and I want you to notice a few things about it. First of all, there's lots of pattern in this painting. Can you find some patterns? Patterns are things that repeat. So first of all, I was looking back here, and there was this flower pattern in the background. And then I was looking on the mother's dress, and that's a striped pattern. And then I was looking on the floor, and I saw a carpet with a pattern with some squares or diamond shapes. The next thing I want you to notice is that I think there's a clue that tells us that this was a painting from a long time ago. Why do you think they're using a bowl and a pitcher to wash the feet? Did you know that a long time ago, there wasn't running water in houses? You couldn't just turn on the sink and fill it up with water. You couldn't just hop into a bathtub and turn on the water. You had to get water from an outside well, and then you had to heat it up on a fire stove, and then you could bathe. So it was a lot more work to keep clean back before some of the modern conveniences. All right, now I am going to show you a little bit more about Mary Cassatt and some of her other masterpieces. I have a book about Mary Cassatt. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I want to show you a few pages. First of all, notice that the painting we are focused on today made it onto the front cover. This is her most, this is the painting she is most famous for. All right, here we go. Mary Cassatt was born in Allegheny, Pennsylvania in 1844. She is known as a great American artist, even though she spent most of her life living and painting in France. Now this is one of her self-portraits. That's a painting she made of herself. All right, now the next thing I want to show you is that Mary started painting and trying to get noticed in France, and so she would enter her paintings into a special place called the Paris Salon. The salon was an important place to have your paintings shown. People from all over the world came to look at and maybe buy the paintings they saw there. It wasn't easy getting a painting into the Paris Salon. It was even harder if you were a woman artist, especially an American woman artist. But in 1872, Mary's painting On the Balcony was accepted by the judges of the Great Salon. Now notice that the background there is very dark. So she painted these dark backgrounds for a while because that's what was popular in France. Here's another example of one of her paintings with a very dark background. Well, Mary decided to stop using dark background colors and painting fancy people in costumes. She decided to do the things she was interested in. So she started to paint people as they really looked, doing everyday things, and her colors got brighter too. Look at those bright, beautiful blue chairs in that picture. All right, and then I want to show you this page. Mary Cassatt's paintings make you feel like you're right there, looking in on someone during a special moment. She made ordinary, everyday scenes important and helped make the world realize that women could be great artists too. Mary Cassatt painted with love in a way few artists have ever been able to do. All right, now we are going to draw a picture with a family member in it, and we are going to be inspired by the stripes on the mother's dress right here. So your assignment today is to draw someone from your family and to make sure that their clothes have stripes. Now you can draw one person or you can draw more than one person, but you must put stripes on the clothing just like the mother from Marie Cassatt's painting. So I am going to draw a boy and a girl because I have a son and a daughter. And so I'm going to use the pictures, the drawing guides that I put on your packet. I'm going to draw the boy on this side and the girl over here. So if you want to draw step by step with me, then you can take a pencil or a marker or a crayon and begin with me. All right, so for the boy, I'm going to start with a head at the top, a nice circle. And then I'm going to put a couple lines here for the neck and then a curve for where the shirt will be. Then I'm going to make the shoulders come out like this, a little bit diagonal, tilted. And then the body is just like a rectangle. We're gonna make it really simple. Okay, now the sleeves for the shirt go here. So it's kind of like a triangle shape here and a triangle shape there. Now I'm gonna put the legs, the pants. So that's gonna come down long on this side and long on this side. Then we come in on both sides, and then we have to separate this to make two legs, just like that, like an upside down V. Now we're gonna bring arms down here. So two lines there and two lines there. Then the hands, we're just gonna keep those really simple. I'm just gonna kind of make a little bit of a bigger shape on this side and a smaller shape there for the thumb. Okay, now we need to put the feet or the shoes on. So that looks like this, a curve here and a curve here. And then a line down, down, short little vertical line, and then a horizontal line on each one. Okay, now I get to decide how I want to do the face. And if you want to decorate the shirt, that's where the stripes come in. So now I'm going to switch to my colorful markers. All right, so I am going to use light blue. Mr. Sketch markers smell good. All right, I'm going to make some stripes. So I'm going to use like the thicker part of my marker. I'm just going to put a couple stripes there and leave a white space in between so I can fill in with a different color. And then I think I'll make his stripes on his shirt go up and down. They can go up and down or they can go across. Either way. Then I'm gonna use my darker blue. Oh, this one smells too. Woo, like blueberries. Okay, and I'm going to make the dark blue where I left the white. Okay, the next one I'm gonna draw is the girl. And so that one I'm gonna start, they started with the eyes, but I'm gonna make her a little shorter than her brother. I'm gonna start with the head and then I'll put the eyes in. So I'm going to make a circle shape. And then I'm gonna put, let's see, a little bit of, looks like they put the hair in already, like that. Then I'm gonna make a couple dots for the eyes. And put eyebrows on. And a little nose and a little smile. Okay, and then I'm gonna put 2 lines for the neck. And then I'm going to put a V shape for the t-shirt and the shoulders. All right, what is she missing? Arms. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 arm here, 1 arm there. All right, and now the rest of her hair. Now Sophia has really long hair, so I'm going to make that come down here. And her hair is dark black, so I'm going to find my black marker and color the hair in a little bit more like Sophia's would look. Of course, now you can make your hair look however you want. Think about who you're drawing in your family and what kind of hair they have. Oh, hers is even getting longer than that. There we go. All right. Now I'm gonna put some stripes on her clothing. So I'm gonna do some dark orange stripes. And for this one, I'm gonna go horizontally to show you what that looks like. Okay. And I'm gonna use yellow in between. And I'm gonna color her skirt 1 color. Because I said you don't have to do everything stripes, just make sure you have some stripes. And then I'll give her some brown shoes. All right, so now I'm going to, instead of having them floating in the air, I'm going to put a horizon line so it looks like they're standing on the ground. So that's just gonna go straight across here. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of chalk on the paper so it looks like sky. So I like chalk because you can fill in really quick. You don't have to color it with lots of little colors. Now you don't have to do the background. You can leave it just how it is. But I like adding blue chalk to make it look like the sky. And then I'm going to use brown chalk to fill in the ground. So I just put some color on there and then I take my finger and rub it so it fills in the white paper. All right. So now it looks like they're standing outside. All right, there's my picture of my family members with striped clothing. I can't wait to see yours.